My name's Missy Noble, and I've been with Fifth Third for 25 years, and I'm the community bank executive. I don't know how people can go through life without the products that are offered through a bank. Most kids will have a savings from when their parents opened up a savings account for them. Then it's the checking account, and then, a debit card. And for some, they get a small credit card. That would probably be the first lending. And then you come in and want to buy a car. The next time would be a home. To me, that's what we're there for. People get to fulfill their dreams by buying that first home. You can tell the kids that have had that experience with money, and understand how to protect their debit card, how to protect their, credit. Nothing worse than a couple who's engaged coming into the bank and sitting down applying for the loan, and one has great credit and the other doesn't, and having to see what happens when they have to look at each other and say, wow, we didn't know this about each other. When I started at the bank, I started in 1988 as a teller. I knew immediately that I was going to like it. I liked the aspect of dealing with people and getting to sit and talk with them about their lives and what can I do to help them? People might come in because they got laid off and they need to talk about refinancing. Then the next customer might be someone that comes in and their son or daughter is going to go to college, and so they're coming in today to talk about a checking account. Fifth Third has been really good to me in that they've helped provide the education along the way. I had a little bit of college when I started, but I did have the drive and the ambition to want to do more, so lots of classes along the way, lots of lending schools, but all of that was supported by the bank, so it's been a really good experience for me. If you're looking to impact the community where you live, banking is a good field to get into. You are able to impact a lot of different people's lives, and that in turn helps the community that you live in.
My name is J.P. Hilgenhold, and I'm an insurance agent with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. I've been an agent there for 20 years. We sell auto, home, life, business, farm insurance. Insurance is there to protect the most valuable things that you have, from your car, to your home, to your business, to your life. I'm an independent contractor. We own our own business, so we are constantly trying to attract new clients. That may consist of sending letters to prospective clients, phone calls, setting up appointments, trying to get new business in, as well as servicing existing clients, setting up reviews to make sure all their needs are met, and people's lives change from day to day, so we have to try to keep up with a lot of those changes. Time management is very important. There's a lot of times where I may be out in the field taking pictures of a new home of a morning and things, and may not get to the office till 9 or 10 o'clock. As an independent contractor and running my own business, I have to look at ways to get my name out there, whether it's marketing through letter campaigns, advertising, billboards. That is a very big part of our business. The insurance industry is leaning more toward college education to get into the business. I would think that someone with some sort of business, marketing, or insurance education, whether it be a 2-year or 4-year degree, would be much more likely to be looked at in the insurance business. To be an insurance agent, you have to be licensed. You have to have continuing education to have those licenses renewed. Health insurance and those kind of things are constantly changing, so there's always continuing education to keep up on all the changes in our industry. One thing that is very important in our business is communication. You've got to be able to talk to people. You've got to ask the questions to find out what they need and develop a plan to fit them. Communication, in my opinion, is one of the strongest attributes that a person can have. I've lived in Tell City, and I've also lived out in the county, and it is very rewarding to come back to your community and be able to be a part of the progress.
My name's Eric Kale. I am a commercial banker at German American Bank. People come to their banker for solutions. They either want to start a business, they want to get out of the business, or they want to sell the business, or they might want to partner up with another business. Typical days I come in, typically around 7:30 before the bank evens open up at 9, and work through my client list. I have usually anywhere from 10 to 15 clients that I work with on a daily basis, that they're either wanting to open up a new loan relationship or a deposit relationship. Everybody has a need for banking. Some people bank elsewhere, some people bank with German American Bank, but my job is to also find those people who don't bank with German American, find out why, and see if we can get them as a customer. You have to think creatively. You have to think outside the box, because business is not about just black and white. There's a lot of gray in the middle. And in my particular job, you have to be able to cater to a lot of different ideas, a lot of different people, and a lot of different solutions. Being able to talk to people, meet people, that's really the key of business, is making contacts. That way you can have a solid network of increased business. You have to go out and be basically a salesman. Basically, I sell money for a living. I have to build a relationship and a trust between the borrower and the bank for that money for 5, 10, 15, 20, sometimes 30 years. So I have to build that trust, and they have to have their trust in me, that they can feel confident that I'm going to come through with what they're expecting from me. It certainly helps to have a bachelor's degree. Do you have to have a bachelor's degree to do my job? Not necessarily, but it does certainly help you to get inside the door. It does offer you that extra 2 years of educational background to differentiate yourselves from other people who might be wanting to pursue that job as well. If you're wanting to get into banking, I would focus on the finance sector, meaning accounting, investments, general business classes, to get a solid footing on what business is all about. Not many people can say they love their job. 16 years, and I absolutely love it here. I feel very excited that I do have a part in the future of Perry County and helping the small business owner, helping those create their dreams and seeing them all the way through to the end.
My name's John Shear. Been with Edward Jones now 25 years. As an investment advisor, really our objectives are to help individuals accomplish really their financial goals. And those financial goals may be things like having enough income in retirement, having the ability to put your children through school. They can be things like wealth transfer. How do we get our money into the next generation? In our position as investment advisors, we are entrepreneurial. We run our own business. I get this question a lot, it's just you. Well, it's not. It's me, and there's like a whole slew of people behind me. We actually have a whole floor, if you will, of analysts. They're analyzing individual companies, fixed income products, bonds, mutual funds. So we have that as a resource for us as we're trying to make sure we're putting the right investments in the right place in a portfolio. We're not on an 8 to 5 schedule. We're on a schedule of whatever the client's schedule is. So if it's evenings, if it's mornings, if it's weekends, we have to really comply with them. So we're not punching the clock in at 8 o'clock and punching back out at 4. So we have a lot of flexibility in our schedule. But we have to remember, if we're not working, we're not getting paid. You can really make as much as you want to make. It just depends on how hard you work, how you build your clientele base. But it is a career that does take about 5 to 7 years really to establish yourself, because you have to build trust and confidence in the folks that you're working with, and that doesn't just happen overnight. You're going to be looking at business degrees. There's a lot of personal finance degrees that you can get today. You have to get that degree. You have to be able to set yourself apart from the rest of the crowd. I think going forward, it is a good career choice. The biggest bulk of the advisors are going to be retiring because they're 55 years of age and older today. If you enjoy being around people, if you enjoy numbers, enjoy running your own business, this is a very good industry because there's going to become less and less of us in a world where there's going to be more and more demand for us. The history of Edward Jones was bring investing to the smaller communities. That's how it was started back in the 1950s. When you look at the ability to give back to your community, to live in a smaller community, you can raise your family, your children in a very safe environment. This is a career path that you can do that. It is a great way to add value back to a smaller community and become successful.
Hi, I'm Rita Mahoney. I've been in banking for 33 years. Currently, I am a banking center manager. We help people with their checking accounts, saving for the future with their savings accounts, certificate of deposits. A typical day for a teller, which is the first person that a client sees when they come in the door. We start with night depository, working those up before the doors ever open. Folks come in, they want to make a deposit, they want to cash a check. Another nice service offered through financial institutions are safe deposit boxes. That will let the client keep important documents or personal items safe away from home. We help manage their money. We help them resolve issues they may have with things that I've posted to their accounts. A customer may need assistance with their checkbook or need information off of their account. We can help them with that as well. We help them build for the future and plan for the future by offering services and products that will help them achieve that. We also help folks with loans, mortgage or consumer loans to purchase cars and other personal needs. You would want to have at least a high school or a GED equivalent. Math is important. Basic computer skills would be good. We offer in-house education plus regulatory requirements that have to be completed each year. Regulations are constantly changing, so we have to make sure that we stay up to date. I was born and raised in Perry County, and I was very fortunate that I could raise my family here. It's been very important to me to stay close to my family. With the 4 services we've talked about, commercial lending, investments, insurance, and customer service banking, they're all vital to our community because they offer their own type of growth for the customer and are important ways for people to build for their futures and secure what they want whenever it becomes retirement time. It's all important to our community that folks can participate in any of these types of services. They are all great opportunities to come back to Perry County and give back to your community and give you a great career.